Hello, everybody. My name is Dennis Wise. I will be your instructor for this course in the next 7.5 weeks here. And obviously, this course, as you can see by the handsome fellow right there on the front of your screen, it's going to be all about monsters, ghosts, aliens, and others. All the reading we get to do has to deal with one of these kinds of rascally rascals in one way, shape, form, or another. And obviously, this course fulfills one of your gen ed requirements. English 160D. All right, so what I basically just want to do for this welcome video here is to show you really how the course functions. If you've never taken an online course before, it's a little bit different bag of fish than your normal face-to-face classes. Everything here is entirely on your own. I myself am almost constantly available through email, so you can always email me anytime, and obviously I'm going to make a lot of little short videos like this to sort of introduce you to the core concepts. But a lot of an online course, if you've not taken one before, is pretty self-motivated. But hopefully, we got some interesting stuff here, so hopefully there's a lot of motivation there for that. And I just want to show you how a course like this works. So right here, right now, we are on the course homepage. So as you go to D2L, log in, you look at the homepage, you get to see everything that's here. So you have today's date, you have upcoming due dates. All due dates are Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 p.m. Um, and this was a pretty good indication of all the major things that you get to do. If you ever get a course announcement, we have announcements here. I give these relatively frequently just to tell you how people did, how things are going, do any self-corrections that I notice people doing for a particular due date, whatever the case may be. So you get a lot of announcements there. Along the top half here, you're going to see pretty much all the major things you're going to work with here. So this course, for example, uses a shared Google Drive. I won't click on here. I do have it opened up here. So we do a lot of documents in Google Drive. So for example, we have some the stories in PDF form here. I might ask you to annotate them as a class. So everybody will be working on the same document. Likewise, we often do peer reviews for the various essays. So for the short essay, the first short essay we have, this is a mandatory peer review. All the others are going to be purely bonus, but we're going to use that through all Google Drive here. You can click to get the Google Drive through here, or I have internal links embedded in every due date. So one of the nice things about the way I have this set up is that you're going to be able to access pretty much anything through the individual due dates. There's a lot of links involved here. It makes navigation relatively easy. You're going to see what I mean about that in a bit. But if you're interested in grades, you click on the grades tab right there. That'll take you straight to grades. And I'll show you everything that we have currently graded. So far, we don't have anything currently graded. So I should go back to student mode there. Yeah, so we don't have anything currently graded, but we will soon. Assignments, things like the short essays, the final individual homework assignments. This goes all into this assignments box right here. Likewise, we will have quizzes. I believe we have one every other day, every 3 days. Just depends how it works. The quizzes, by the way, are relatively low stakes. It's 10% of your final grade, but I expect people to do really, really well on the quizzes. There's no trick questions. They're basically just a way for you to check your knowledge. The major grades are going to be with the short papers and the take-home finals. And obviously, just completing the homeworks is going to be a big chunk of your grade as well. But the quizzes should be pretty low stress, I'm hoping. We also have discussion boards. I'm sure most of you are familiar with those are, and we will use those relatively frequently. But what I really, really want to show you right now is the content section. I think this tab right here is going to be the one you're going to be using the most. I think it's the course, because basically through this content section, you can access everything you need relatively easy, and oftentimes you might not even click on the rest of these things for the rest of the course because everything is linked through this content section. So on the left-hand side here, you can see right down here, you have the basic table of contents. So you click on the table of contents shelf. It shows you everything in the course. That's a little bit overwhelming, so we're just going to skip that. Click on the syllabus. And so this takes you straight to the syllabus. And you can click on that to open it up. I actually have it opened up right here just to save a little bit of time. But yeah, that's the syllabus here. English 160D, non-human subjects, yada, yada, yada. Actually, one of the first things we do on due date number 1 is we have a syllabus quiz. Keep in mind, when I say these quizzes are supposed to be a little stressed, I really do mean it. One of the ways you could do well on the syllabus quiz, for example, you can have, as you can see, that I have multiple tabs of the course open all the way here. That's part of what you do for some of these quizzes. For example, we have a syllabus quiz. Have the syllabus right here. You see the quiz question, the question asks you something about the syllabus, look up the answer. And that's basically going to apply to any of the quizzes you take here. It's the internet. It's an online course. Everything is open note. Everything's open internet. Everything, you can use your books for the quizzes. You can use your notes for these quizzes. So when you take the syllabus quiz, just keep that in mind. But it does give you all the important information you really do need for the course. My name, my email. Office hours aren't really that meaningful for an online course. Quick course description if you were curious about that. Shouldn't really be any objectionable material, but just in case, look through it. And if there is, you'd let me know within the first 3 due dates. Structured contact information. So again, email is probably the easiest way to contact me. I check it frequently. I'm kind of addicted to my email. So if you have a quick, easy question, I'll answer it as soon as I get your email. If it's something more complicated, it might take a little bit longer. I don't always have internet access, ironically. Sometimes if you want to have a meeting like on Zoom or some other like online digital platform, we have a Zoom room for this course. You just click this hyperlink right here. That'll take you to the Zoom room. Take you to our D2L shell, written assignments. Just as a quick explanation, the way this course is set up, quizzes, 10% of the grade. Homeworks, which is the bulk of what you're going to be doing, that's 35% of the grade. You can actually see that right down here. We have one take-home final, which is 20% of the final grade. And then obviously you're going to have 3 essay exams out of 4 possible, and that's 35% of the grade as well. But you can just go through this at your leisure during the syllabus quiz. You have infinite time for taking quizzes, so you can check this out at your leisure. But we have a grading rubric for all the assignments. Count, who doesn't love him? He helps me grade. Course objectives, learning outcomes, absence policy. For an online course, absences don't really mean a whole lot. Technically, if you do not do any of the homeworks for a particular due date, you're counted as absent, but since I don't take points off for absences, it doesn't really matter. If you happen to miss a due date, you could do things late. You get half credit for doing things late, but it's still better than no points at all. We actually have a late policy on here somewhere as well. Textbooks. I sent you guys out an email already with the textbooks. Most of the stuff we do is online, so it's free. The only things that you do have to get in person are, let's see here, Susan Hill's Woman in Black and Walter D. Myers' Monster. Those are only 2 books I couldn't find online for free. But the rest of the stuff you can get for free. If you're one of the people who hates reading online, I'm one of them. I always get hard copies. So if you want to Amazon any of these things, be my guest. Wizard of Oz, you can get that for a couple bucks. The Seamus Haney translation of Beowulf. If you're in Tucson, go to the Book Mint on Speedway. They have like 6 translations for like $6 a piece. So I mean, if you prefer to have a hard copy as you read your text, for me it's always easier. Do as you wish. That's okay. I'm really not too. However you like to learn, go do that. I like that. In various important policies. Okay, so that's the syllabus. Where else do we want to go? Basic course information. We're back on the content tab, by the way. Course intro. You've had to click on this if you're watching this video. Textbooks and readings, all in the syllabus. That's who I am. Contact policy. Various technical things. If you are a complete neophyte when it comes to technology, you might want to look some of this up. Some people might prefer to wing it. It's a little bit quicker. Whatever you prefer. Readings and video links. I won't click on any one of these here, but a lot of our essays, like this short story, it's only like 3 pages long. It's a PDF document. We'll get to watch an episode of Mork and Mindy for due date number 2. And this is basically where you find all the readings that you can get online. Here we have prompts for short essays and take-home final. And again, we have you're going to see 4 essay prompts. Only 3 are due in class. I grade the top 3 grades out of these 4. So if you only do 3 and you get a 0 on the 4th one, well, I drop that because I grade the top 3. However, if you find that you turn in an essay and you aren't happy with the grade, you want a higher grade, do all 4, I'll drop the lowest grade. And it's just a way to help people get the maximum potential out of the grades that they want, which is really what I'm about here. And again, here's the prompt for the take-home final. All right, so syllabus, basic course information, readings, assignment prompts. Those are the basics. The major thing that you guys want to pay attention to is right here, the various modules. So I'm going to click on module number 1 because this is what you guys will click on for the first due date. This class starts on October 17th. If you want to click on a quick overview of the entire module, you can click on overview for module 1. And it tells you basically what we do for that particular module. Course basics and whatnot. It tells you what some of the main clips and readings are. Since this is only the first 2 due dates, it's not a whole lot. Assignments, nothing really major for the first 2 due dates, so on and so forth. But that just gives you a sense of what we're going to be doing here. Let's go back to module number 1, the intro to the course, where you're really going to start sinking your teeth into things. It's with due date number 1. So we're going to click on due date number 1. If you might have clicked on this one already, this is a last course video. But course starts on Wednesday, October 17th. Which I believe is must be a Thursday. But anyway, October 19th is when it's due. So you have a due date relatively quickly as soon as this course opens up. But here's what you get to do. So you go through everything, you click on due date number 1, you go through everything in here. So we have a course video. You can see it's not a homework attached, so there's really no points attached for doing this. It just gives you useful information. Due date 1, homework 1 is a syllabus quiz that I was telling you about. This gives you a quick spiel. If something is a hyperlink, you can always click on the hyperlink, and I usually believe it goes into a new window. You can click on this link itself to take you directly to the quiz. So you don't necessarily have to go up to quizzes and find due date 1, homework 1. You can just click this right there. It'll take you straight to it. If you see something red, underlined, and bolded, that is the essential thing that you need to do for that homework assignment to get points. So this one says, take the syllabus quiz. Seems simple enough. And that's the first homework, and it's worth 2 points. Pretty simple. Now, due date 1, homework 2, introduce yourself. This is just a getting to know you thing, like one of those icebreakers you hate to do, but online you don't have to do anything weird. Upload a photo of yourself, talk about this. I do ask you to take a screenshot because if anything comes up like a technical issue on your end, sometimes I need to see your screen to figure out what's going on. So that's just practice taking a screenshot. But again, you have red, underlined, bolded posts here. You want to do 1 original posts with steps 1 and steps 2 in a screenshot. And then you want to do 2 responses to your fellow classmates, mostly just to getting to know you kind of thing. And this is where it can be worth 4 homework points. Due date 1, number 3, looking at strangeness. Again, you're going to see bolded, red, underlined. Here's the main things: 1 discussion post, 2 responses. This is where you get to look at something I think is kind of cool, the Addams Family. So you'll click on the links, it'll take you to various Addams Family clips and explains what I want you to do with those clips. What kind of information should you be getting out of this? And I think this is kind of a nice introduction to monster studies. But yeah, that's basically it. That's how you navigate the course. Once you get here, it's due date number 2. And then you can go through these particular assignments. Again, you see this is due October 21st at 2 p.m. This one has a couple more things associated with it, but that's pretty much how you get through. One final word: if you want to work ahead, by all means, there's no reason not to. In fact, I highly encourage it. It will save you so much if you can get work ahead of the syllabus. it will save you stress later on down the road. Now, a lot of you have jobs or